Equations of rotational motion with constant angular acceleration. So this is our new article. But if you remember the semester 1, then in which we have derived the kinematic equation for linear motion with uniform acceleration. So for that we have obtained three equations, and in this case also we are going to obtain three important equations. So I can write over here that this theory is related to the kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion. And here we are going to discuss about the rotational motion. For that, I am consider at time t is equals to 0 the angular position of a rigid body, or we can say the particle of a rigid body. That means theta, that is equals to 0. And if you want to find out at time t is equals to 0, its angular velocity is equals to omega 0. And at time t is equals to t. So here actually we are going to determine the initial and final case from which we can derive some important relation. Its angular position, that means here theta I am taking as theta, and the angular velocity is equals to omega. Now, if the rigid body is rotating about a fixed axis, then the direction of omega 0, the direction of omega and the constant angular acceleration alpha are along the fixed axis. Only the direction, and as the alpha is constant, we can say that according to the definition of acceleration or angular acceleration, that is delta omega by delta t. So what is delta omega first of all? Change in velocity. So the final angular velocity is omega minus initial angular velocity is omega 0 upon the time interval. So here the time interval is t minus 0, so it is t only. And so I can rearrange the terms and the equation will look like omega minus omega 0 is equals to alpha t. And if you remember, the first kinematic equation was V minus U is equals to AT. Or I can rearrange the term again. So this is my omega is equals to omega 0 plus alpha t. which is very similar to V is equals to U plus AT. So as I have started this theory by one conclusion that the theory is related with the kinematic equation of linear motion. Now we are going to discuss the angular displacement, as here the angular acceleration is constant. Therefore, using angular velocity, we can find out the angular displacement. So what is the angular displacement? Here, theta. So that is equals to angular velocity, or we can say average angular velocity into time, because the velocity is equals to displacement upon time, and here I have made angular displacement as an object. Now the value of average velocity is the initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2, and the time here will be as it is, means into t. And this equation is also similar to the second one, that was V or D is equals to 1 by 2AT square. But here we have to arrange the terms, like putting the value of omega from equation number 1. So what is the value of omega? That is omega 0 plus alpha t plus this omega 0 is as it is, divided by 2 into t. This is equal to 2 omega 0 plus alpha t divided by 2 into t. Now multiplying the t and divide by 2 in this equation. So omega 0 t plus 1 by 2 alpha t square. Therefore, theta is equals to omega 0 t plus 1 by 2 AT square. This equation I can compare with d is equals to V0 t plus 1 half AT square. If you rearrange the equation 1, the value of t would be comes out to be omega minus omega 0 divided by alpha, and that value of t you substitute in this equation. I am giving this as a number a. So now substituting the value of equation 3 into equation a. And therefore x is equals to omega plus omega 0 divided by 2. Now instead of t I am putting omega minus omega 0 divided by alpha, and hence the numerator will be omega square minus omega 0 square by 2 into alpha, and so here there was not actually x, there was a theta, because the displacement we have considered in terms of theta, and so omega square minus omega 0 square, that is equals to 2 alpha theta, and that is your third equation for rotational motion, and that is very compared to v square minus v0 square is equals to twice AD. And with this our article number 2.4 is over, and next we will solve two important illustration related to this theory.